just like MJF sucked the wind out of the sails of out of that arena when he took the title from Will Ospreay. I would love to get that effect at a SummerSlam.
I was asleep on that, so I need to y'all to fill me in on how y'all felt about that. And
about MJF and Will Ospreay going 59 minutes and 58 seconds to start the 250th AEW Dynamite.
yeah.
They did their thing.
Yeah, it was a great match.
I'm not gonna hold you. They did their thing.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman shows up at the big show.
I fell asleep. Ain't gonna lie.
It was good. No, I watched it back when I was making dinner earlier, and it's probably a benefit because MJF, they said it was like his third match in 6 months or something like that. I forget what the math was, but like Will Ospreay having like almost 30 matches in 6 months, MJF has barely been wrestling. He goes out there and wrestles damn near an hour, and it wasn't like rest holds. Like he did. Brother, I'm a spoil one thing, brother Mav. There's a point.
It started off with rest holds.
I'm gonna tell you like this though. 50 some minutes into the match,
that last 10 minutes,
they pull off a hurricanrana off the top rope, and MJF lands on his feet.
Huh?
They were really and this is after a little girl was punching him in the stomach.
Yes,
that was good. That was
Stop
really good.
Playing with Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
I'm going to agree.
The interest.
Stop playing with him,
Matt.
Stop playing with my husband.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Matt. I think the key, and I don't want to sound crazy because he was wrestling Will Ospreay, so automatically whatever spots is happening, they're happening. But I think it was a good blend of. Because there's one moment that I think may be one of the moments of the year where and part of it is they like this rare. I'm going to put over the AEW TV production crew. Y'all did when MJF was like, I'm so smart. And he's pointing to his head. They had the camera right. He's outside the ring talking about, I'm so smart. I got away from this move as Will Ospreay is jumping through the ropes to hit him with the hidden blade. It was such a perfectly timed shot. It like the pro wrestling, the ring psychology for knowing where because they were just really, they probably sat wherever for like the last week or two, be like, bet, blase, blah. Like they knew what they were doing when they went out there, but they delivered when they went out there.
Let me watch this shit.
You should watch it. You should watch it.
I mean,
you should probably you should watch it with Carol. Y'all should record
it. That's probably a great idea. I will say that's all you have to watch it. This show.
But see, it sucked all. Listen, first of all, if you get a surprise Iron Man match, you're not going to be able to do anything else in the tour.
No. Yeah.
You're not going to care. Listen, the last 2 seconds of that match is the best swerve on that program.
They timed it really well.
That's funny.
They timed it.
That's funny. He beat him with 2 seconds left, right?
Yes. Yeah. The official time is 59:58. If you listen to Meltzer and Alvarez, they're going to tell you that it was 59:59. But I watched the end of that match maybe 3 times, and they literally have, because they've got the big screen on, which shouts out that low key, that big screen helped them out a lot in that match.
If you watch how the match went, that is how MJF ducked that last
He knew what he was doing. He synced it. And Taz cleaned it up. But
that's hard.
They had at the last they literally, MJF did what he did to get Will Ospreay down for the count, but it was like 5 seconds left. And you
right?
He hit him with the ring. Yeah.
He hit him with
Will Ospreay down, MJF covers him, but the way you can see them in the ring, but then they also had a shot of the screen with the time going down. So it would like they did a really good job. Again, dope way to open the 250th episode of Dynamite.
How do you feel about what people are saying about that match?
I ain't seen nothing. That's why I'm asking y'all.
Specifically, what people are saying is it's the best match in AEW
ever.
the best match in the 6 years. Is it 6 years
ever.
of a? That's what folks
When they
Quality match.
but so we
They've
had
had
the
some good
Danielson,
matches.
we had the Danielson match,
Mhm.
the Danielson
Danielson, Zack
Hangman
Sabre.
Page.
Danielson, Hangman Page. They did two.
They had two. You
They
had
did two matches on
Danielson,
TV.
Shit.
You
Tom Zink match.
I didn't.
No,
You tell
that
me
shit.
about it. I don't remember Tom.
the
Zink.
fucking
Z-Man.
the Z Man.
Z-Man.
The Z Man is
he
crazy.
still alive?
I don't know if Tom.
Suzuki.
You had no, the white man.
Tom Zink passed away in 2017.
I thought Tom Zink was dead.
And then
Rest
you
in
had
peace.
Kenny Omega.
Omega and
Hidden
Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had an AEW
You had
match.
two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You had Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson.
yeah. Danielson and Zack Sabre had a AEW match as well.
Yeah,
Did they Wrestle Dream?
yeah. And then you had Kenny Omega. I forgot what the fuck I was going. Who I was going to say. It was Kenny Omega and somebody else that had a fire match.
There's been a lot of bangers.
Was it Omega? Not Jericho. Was it Omega Jericho?
No,
They had one though.
as a fire match that was on.
It was good.
That was in New Japan. But
I was Japan.
That was New Japan.
you saying this is the best match?
No. I'm not.
timeline is
It's been said.
Yeah.
the
Even
timeline says.
MJF had a string, so they're saying this is better
This
than
is-
his string.
this is-
Oh, so
This
you
is-
admit that MJF?
Mind you, this
No,
is
we was. I
second-
was on last week and I said that.
This
Remember?
is his second Iron Man. This is second hour match.
He had,
Now a surprise Iron Man is kind of interesting, right? Because if you're expecting regular wrestling, if you're expecting segment match over an hour, and you're only getting match. I saw a few complaints like, "Yo, this match going forever," and then when 45 hit and 50 hit, oh, these niggas going an hour Broadway. It's gonna be a no decision, and I love that because
A lot of
they
people
knew
love
that
that.
people were gonna say that.
Right. Yeah, they knew what they were
Hey,
doing.
I fell asleep, woke up, and it was still on.
I won't say I won't commit to
Damn, it's
saying
Fuck,
this is
on, dog.
the best AEW match of all time.
Ever?
But I don't know
Ever's
if
crazy.
there is an AEW match that did as many things as this match did. You watch the beginning of this match. It is an MJF, I'm a bad guy, tell the story a little bit slow, bring it along. The last 10 minutes of that match, I put up with anything I've seen all year, though.
So let's say, do remember
Do remember.
it was that Fire Lucha Bros,
The cage match.
Mo and Joe Buck match
Mm.
from one of them pay-per-views. It was fire.
They got yeah.
They've had some extremely great matches.
Yeah. MJF.
This is a must see. I'm gonna have to watch.
You should definitely watch. I don't know where it's gonna rank on your scale because again, there's been a lot of
No,
there's been a lot of rap. But I think
I ain't know. Hey, damn, cut it out.
I think the key to this match is
I know.
they blended like as much as Will Ospreay was able to get his Will Ospreay shit in there. They did a lot of MJF stuff as well.
Never.
Maxwell is a masterful storyteller in ring. I love the stories that he tells. He gets you invested. You know, for any doubters in MJF, does he always hit the mark? No wrestler does. But Maxwell Jacob Friedman is great.
I would agree.
And he's going to be in this business for a long time.
He surprises me. He surprises me a
I'll
lot.
take that from you.
He does surprise me.
DDM, I was gonna say this is progress.
So
This
at no
is
point in
this is
time-
progress.
No,
Yeah.
I was rocking with him doing that string.
When he
That's
was when he had him and Darby did
And I
what they
was
did.
like,
there
"Aight."
too.
Alright, I give you this. This nigga's wrestling right now. At no point in time did Will Ospreay stuff get like, oh, okay, well, we've seen this before. I'm tired of seeing this.
In that match?
Yeah.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying because it wasn't. It's not a Will Ospreay match, and it's also not an MJF match. Like
That
it's
last 10 minutes was very
it.
Ospreay, and I think the impressive part is MJF was Ospreay with Ospreay in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But
That last 10 minutes I promise you was insane.
But I think the thing is that's 10. It's like it's a 59-minute match. I think there's so much that they do. There's so much that they get to do in that in terms of more 5-6 star shit, more sports entertainment. Like they really run the gamut of what the AEW matches are. Yeah.
So the rest of the show wasn't good. I fell asleep during that match.
After that,
So Schiavone was so.
No, I was up when Schiavone was wild.
Yo, all right. Can y'all explain that to me?
I sent the message and was like, yo, what?
So
He was
Mariah May was out there as Tony Storm, and she was soaking in the hate. She was just standing there, and people were saying whatever they want to say. And then at some point, I guess it got to be too much with Tony Schiavone. He said, what did he say? Speak up, bitch.
Speak up, bitch.
And but Excalibur and Tad, they were like, hey, bro, what the hell's going on here?
Tony Schiavone, first of all.
Are they? If they listen,
Speak up, bitch is crazy.
I feel like it was planned. Like he said, he was going to say
Speak
that.
up, bitch.
I would much.
He talks like that.
Wish he was off the cuff, and even the truck was like Tony was like, oh.
What? All right, so
speak up, bitch.
Earlier, actually during the Will
women in the writers' room.
Yes.
Well, this was the thing during the
how women talk to each other.
Because Tony talks the same way about MJF when he's a heel. He this fucking scumbag. Like he be on that hate shit, and he was gonna start talking that shit during their match, and they slowed him down. But he was only saying scumbag or some like what he was saying was nowhere talking about speak up, bitch, or whatever.
You know what? I don't mean no harm, but Tony Schiavone looks like a serial killer.
I was thinking about it because
he do no shit, and I love him down, but it's given. I take people in my basement.
I was trying to figure out who Schiavone's WWE equivalent is because it's not like Michael Cole may be the longest tenured commentator in WWE, and that's the thing. Schiavone is a generation above him. He's like, is he Doc Hendricks or Michael P.S. Hayes backstage? Like he's that era.
Is that he's
listen? Yeah, no, that's NWA. The first time listen. That team is one of the teams they don't talk about enough for me. But Schiavone and JR, no.
Oh, yeah. Back in the day.
So Schiavone is OG for me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He sounds like wrestling.
Yes.
Speak up, bitch.
Speak up, bitch. He apologized. But
was like a formal thing, or he just
it wasn't formal, but he was like, I'm sorry. I just blase blah. Like he was because
he did on TV.
In character, it's not like he's been a fan of them until just now. Like he's talked about them and been like, there was like the whole thing with because Tony Storm was like on the table and like that. He was like trying to make somebody asking. I forget what it was, but they've had a thing. This felt outside of.
I felt like he was doing too much.
Not saying that it wasn't in storyline, but it felt outside of storyline. I felt like he did a little too much.
It was overkill. It was insensitive, and not to be.
Is that why I enjoyed it?
I mean, because it's wrestling, right? So it's all.
It is wrestling, yeah.
You know what it was? It felt like something that Tony Schiavone wouldn't do. So it felt out of character to me. And, I mean, to me, it did. And I think Tony's probably a nice guy in real life. I mean, not that matters here. But it just was like, that just was very cringe. It was a cringe moment for me.
Yeah, it felt like, I don't know if y'all ever watched AEW Dynamite when it is on Fight TV or when it was on Fight TV, and they would show like because they don't show commercials on there. So what you're seeing, even in picture, they're doing whole commentary, but it's looser because they know they're not on TV. It felt like that. It felt like he forgot that the camera's on, or he was saying what was in his head.
He had a song on his heart.
He had a song on his heart, and for the he let it go at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Tony a wild nigga, boy. That's funny. Listen. It's hard to kind of when they start having Tony Schiavone, because Schiavone was always like, from me watching, Schiavone was always like a straight laced, like, just react, and maybe JR gave a bit of color, but that team was really clear cut and dry. I'm gonna call the wrestling. We're in favor of the good guys, right?
Right.
And that who Tony Schiavone has always been for me. He's a little more, I don't know, like they do a little too much with Schiavone. Like,
Yeah.
in general, like he's too much of a good guy. Oh, I hate the back. Like, I don't want to watch. I don't want that. I want y'all. I want y'all. Y'all niggas is supposed to be seasoned in.
Yeah, I don't need you to be a character.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
This nigga's trying to graduate to a side. You are not mac and cheese, Schiavone.
100%.
You are pepper. White pepper.
Not pepper.
On the Brother Math, I would say you may want to check out the TBS championship match between Mercedes Moné and Nyla Rose, only because it's probably the first time you saw Nyla Rose on TV for a minute, and she do get a couple of
What's facts?
And Nyla Rose on Saturday.
Yeah.
Walk past Foxy.
I watched the my bad, cuz.
That was it. I said it.
I saw the end of that match.
Oh, with DMD.
Yeah. I'm getting. I had my letters scrambled. I'm dyslexic like a motherfucker.
I had to make sure. I had to make sure.
Shout out to those wrestling girls.
Facts.
Them niggas made the same mistake when they was talking. I think it was Brian H. Waters that was like, yeah, and then DDM showed up, and I think Cassie was like, from Black Rasslin. Oh my God! Niggas, shut up. We'll talk about your fans running down on you.
DDM heard that shit. Said, "Oh my God! Oh my God!" Shit. Was there anything? Yeah, Mercedes and Nyla had a match. It was good to see Nyla on TV.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
Last time you gonna see it.
He only drags her out during Pride Month and during like Nyla's good for getting like maybe one match a quarter, maybe.
Yes, one match a quarter. If the
Nas the Hoss. Nas is the Hoss of that division.
It's good though. There's one moment where Mercedes tried to attempt a move that wasn't gonna happen with her trying to do with the Nyla. Nyla let her know, you wildin'. You got. If you're not seeing that, watch that as well. I didn't watch the Swerve Okada match. I watched the end.
All right.
That shit don't get no play in my
I didn't watch the match. I watched the end.
Yeah, I watched it. The problem is that match was supposed to be better, but that match also wasn't. That match wasn't going to be good after that Iron Man match. Nothing was going to be great after that Iron Man match. That room didn't have the capacity.
They were dead.
Yeah, and they've been doing stuff. Okada is horny for Sasha Banks, which is weird.
Okada out there having fun, yo. He's doing whatever he's doing whatever he wants to do right now.
Neutering Okada, like.
Yeah. I think
I don't like that, yo.
I think that's the end result, but I think the problem is Okada just making money right now. He ain't got to do much but be their homie and wrestle when they want him to wrestle.
But I want Okada, nigga. You get Okada because he is who he is, and he'll do what he's supposed to do. But we didn't. And when you put on Okada versus your champion, that isn't it was a bad spot. And we didn't get the match we were supposed to get from that.
Well, because they were booking for to get you to watch next week. That match was set up for the end of the show, which is really just set up
Cause-
for you to watch Blood and Guts next week.
Can I be honest about Hangman Page?
Oh,
I've never cared. I have never cared.
I liked it.
I liked him because he was cute, not because I thought he was like a great wrestler or anything. I mean, he was probably a good wrestler, but I didn't.
So like 2.5 out of 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never cared about Hangman Page, and I've also never wanted to because I hate his name. To be honest,
He's good. I've always preferred what he does in the ring. The character outside of it has never really been for me.
Cowboy shit.
Cowboy.
Yeah, I'm not in.
Cowboy-ish.
It's just not for me. It's not for me. But
Yeah, I don't think the Okada character comes off well here.
that
Somebody said I don't care for that racist. Who Hangman Page? He a racist? Oh my god, I got Google.
I don't know about that. I think it's
I don't
just
know if-
the name.
yeah, I'm gonna say it may start with the name. Yeah, Antoine said he hate the name. I think a lot of people are like that. I think my thing is just like the MJF Will Ospreay match. Just like thoughts of when they were talking about Swerve possibly wrestling Ospreay. I'm not saying it's a changing of the guard that has to happen, but I am saying that the matches that people are going to want to see in terms of like Ospreay and Okada wrestling for the world title, I think they may be more next year. We're not in a transition right now, but they're not ready to take Swerve out of that world title picture, which also I think means that they're Swerve. I don't know how often Swerve is going to be wrestling in Okada outside of a Blood and Guts.
That's what you do.
Are we? Oh, who said something?
What you said?
Who said it?
Not over the. We all looking
Cal
over
Cal
there.
said something.
What he said?
Nigga, I thought Ospreay losing last night was a clear indication.
Yeah.
Of what?
The party's over.
The party is over.
The party's over for Swerve?
Mhm.
Well, but that's at least
Mhm.
September or October.
Can I say the one thing?
What you say now, Chuck?
I feel like we in danger of Okada turning into Nakamura in WWE.
I don't know if it'll go that far. I don't know if AEW will let it.
Nigga,
I hope not.
Oh,
Well, because
hope not.
I'm only this is what I'm saying though.
hold on, but Nakamura.
No,
I
keep
don't
on.
think Cuz is saying Nakamura is ass.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying
No.
that at all. Yeah,
No.
I don't think you're saying
This
that
is
at all.
the thing about Shinsuke Nakamura is that Shinsuke Nakamura is that far away from being anything you want him to be
Yeah, you just got to flip the
in
switch.
pro wrestling.
Yeah.
He's that close, but they don't care. The dopest thing when they were doing like the anime stuff and letting them speak in Japanese, it was hard, but it didn't matter because he wasn't doing it against nobody.
But this is what I'm saying. I think in 2024, Tony Khan and AEW, they know. There you go. I got some wrestling figures. We'll show some wrestling figures because they got that at my Walmart right now.
It's a bag upstairs.
I still ain't got. Is the gummy bears in there?
It's a whole. Nigga.
It is.
I think they have a track. Their track it's been too long. It's not the blade, but they've been on some like. At some point, Swerve needs to be champion. And I think the Swerve needs to be champion segment has got to run its course before they get to the. Because I agree that Okada looks like he's going down a bad road, but I also think that when they're ready to put Okada into that main event, that once they're ready for Ospreay and Okada and them to really take over their main event scene, they're going to treat them with the feeling for that program in those matches. Because they're fanboys at the end of the day. They put on Wrestle Dream and all these other shows. They got a whole other show that's going to be happening in the Tokyo Dome next year. They're really about that New Japan fandom life. You don't think that? You don't think they're going to? You think they're going to kill Okada before it gets to that point?
They killing him now.
I don't want horny Okada. Like I think horny Okada is ridiculous.
You're going to get this until he's outside the elite.
He's a hot boy.
That's his role in the elite because he can't be bigger than the Bucks.
I understand.
Hot boys. You got what I want.
You understand, right?
Hey, yo,